Barbara's Vlog. Now, the vision of Barbara's Vlog is to educate, inspire, motivate people in the areas of finance. Now, what gave birth to this Barbara's Vlog? Now, I observed that most vloggers talk about other issues like lifestyle vlog and other issues. So I told myself I want to talk about something different. I want to be unique. And I happen to be an accountant. I studied accounting in school and I'm a chartered accountant. So this is what gave back to Barbara's Vlog, which central theme is all about finance. Just for now, for this season is on finance. Fingers crossed it will be more than that. So I hope you guys are going to have fun and are going to enjoy watching this just as I'm enjoying filming this. So I said already that finance is a central theme. Now we're going to talk about how finance affects family, how it affects relationship, how it affects business, and how it affects education. Now before we talk about relationship, I know relationship is the word is going to be very, very interesting and spicy, but finance has to do with money, so it only makes more sense to talk about how finance affects business. Are we all excited? Because I am excited. So our topic today is financial considerations every entrepreneur needs to consider before starting up a business or while in business. Now, who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is an individual, a business owner who has decided to start a business. Okay, now an entrepreneur is someone who is in charge of administrative, economic, and financial decisions of his or her business. So that is what entrepreneurship is all about, and it's not as rosy as people put it to be. You know, all those grams, you see things on the gram and you say it's all rosy. It's not as rosy as it's going to be. You're going to be broke for a very long time. You feel like giving up on what you're doing, but I always advise that you do something you're passionate about. If you do something you're passionate about, whether the money is coming or not, you would always hold on to that, because you believe that at the end of the day something will come out of it. So financial considerations every entrepreneur needs to consider before starting a business or while in business. Number one, financial planning. An entrepreneur needs to consider financial planning. Now, some people are always like, what's the essence of being an accountant? What's the essence of even planning when you could always get your financial statements, your financial records from the bank? But I want to tell you that it goes beyond getting your financial statement or records from the bank. The bank will only give your statement. It won't give you the record of your debtors, your creditors, as accountants say, your payables, your receivables. It won't give you that. It won't give you details of how many times people pay. It won't give you specific details. So the importance of accounting, recording of transactions cannot be overemphasized. It gives you details of how you record your transactions. It gives you details of how your transactions come in, how it goes out, and most people fail to record transactions such as repairs, maintenance. All those things are coming out from your outflows. So accounting and recording of transactions are very important. Now, financial planning, and an entrepreneur needs to consider financial planning. Why does an entrepreneur needs to consider financial planning? He needs to consider it because it will enable him to distinguish between where he is now and where he wants to be in the next 5 years. Now we have a financial plan, that is a goal where you want to be. Everybody has a goal. So as entrepreneurs, as business owners, we have a goal. Okay, we want to have 5 million in the next 2 years. How do we achieve this 5 million? The only way we can achieve this 5 million is if we have a plan. Okay, we sit down and we have a plan and we say, okay, these are the things we need to put in place. We need to reduce our costs. Let's say we own a supermarket or a bakery, we need to reduce our costs. You have a bakery, you need to reduce your costs. So if that's the case, you want to start. You don't need to wait until, I'm going to rent a place in a highborough area, pay 500,000, pay 1 million. You can start from your house. I know of someone that started from her house. she was baking and also teaching before she later got a place. So you can start from your house. So when money comes, when you have generated enough capital, you can now move to that place that would further expand and brand your business. So you don't need to wait until everything is perfect, or get a place, or rent, or furnish, or this. You are wasting money. Just start anyhow and everything will fall in place. So we all need to have a financial plan, and we also need to have the people that have knowledge or experience in financial planning to advise us on what we need to do, because there are some experts that can do that. Yes, we have experts that can do that. So that is all for financial planning. If there's anything else I remember, I will come back to that. Now, the next thing an entrepreneur needs to consider when starting up a business or while in business is insurance. Okay, insurance. Now, before you start up a business, while in business, you might want to insure your property. It's very important. Now, there's always a likelihood of threat, or a likelihood of the fact that something might happen. We don't pray for it, Father Lord. We don't pray for your property to get burnt or anything to happen to your property, or theft or anything. But in business, you need to plan ahead. Before you start a business, you need to look at the potential risks or threats before you start a business. You can't say you want to start a business and you don't carry out a risk assessment survey. You don't look at the place. You want to start a place and it's in a riverine area. Okay, some banks now, they are located in places that are close to water bodies, and at the end of the day, they find out that they are being attacked by armed robbers. Why? Because they didn't carry out their survey properly. So we don't want to be in a situation whereby you just do things without planning. You need to plan. Look at the area in which you are about to get. Is it something that will be good for your business? If it will be good for your business, what are the potential risks? What are the opportunities? You need to write them down before you consider that place. So you don't just get a place blindly without weighing your options. Okay, so that's where insurance comes in place. So if at all such kind of thing happens, and you have insurance that will cover your property, that will cover your assets, it's very good. And most importantly, your employees. I know you can't do that at first, but later, as time goes on, you might need to have things like HMO for your employees. I had an employee one time and he died. I almost cried because I wish I did an HMO for him, because all those people, your employees, they are important. They are your human resources. They are people that will put in their capacities, their knowledge, their skills to ensure that you achieve your goal. Every organization has a goal, which is to what? Make profits. Nobody's into a business to play. We're all there for the ego, for the money. Yeah. So it's very important we consider insurance. Insurance is something very important we need to consider. And number 3, which we need to consider, is asset protection. Now, every entrepreneur needs to consider this asset protection, because some people might actually need to get an asset management company to come and evaluate their business. For example, if you are into security, whatever it is, I'm saying security because I'm into security. If you're into security, or you're into baking, or you have a business, anything that can give you profit, you need to get an asset management company that will come and evaluate your assets, that will come and evaluate your business from time to time to see if there's any new risks that your business could be faced. So all those things are very important. Asset protection, you need to protect your asset. You have a business now, you now have a photocopier at your reception, and that's your reception. If people get it could be vandalized. So those are things you need to consider very, very well. Sorry for that distraction. And also, from time to time, you need to change as a business. You need to, as a business owner, you need to think ahead of time. Okay, don't wait until bad things happen. We don't pray for them by God's grace in Jesus' name, but you need to be prepared. What if it happens? You have a laptop, you need to protect it from virus. You get antivirus. You need to back up your data, important data. Okay, data of your customers, your clients, your data of your important data of your business. Everything that goes out, comes in, they need to be documented. You need to get, apart from having documents, you need to scan them, you need to save them, you need to back them up on a hard drive, on Google Drive, everywhere backable, because you don't need to pray for something bad to happen. Something happened not too long, and I was saying that what if that person did it? The person complained to a particular person that her system crashed and everything, and the owner of the business said, why didn't you back up the system? I'd warned you to back up the system, and you're praying that nothing will happen, and at the end of the day, the person had to buy a brand new system and the data were lost. We don't pray for that, so you need to plan. Also, you also need to be security conscious. You need to change your Facebook password from time to time to avoid some of your employees hacking into your business data. You also need to be careful of who you trust your business information to. You don't just allow everybody to know your business secrets. Okay, there was something that happened to me not quite long. I allowed a particular person to know how I do my account and everything, and she started asking me questions because she was already conversant with how I work out my account, how I pay people. So there are some things that you should hold dear to you. Not everybody needs to know your business secrets. Someone can be working with you and the person does not need to know how you do this, yes, they can understand, but your business secret, that thing which separates you, which distinguishes you from every other business, not everybody, not every employees needs to know about that, so you don't get yourself into trouble. So protect your assets, protect your data, back up your system, change your Facebook password, change your website password, change everything from time to time to avoid people like your employees from vandalizing into your system, or even fraudulent people you do not know. So we do not pray for that at all. And the next thing is capacity. Okay, we need to, as entrepreneurs, we need to build capacity. Now, capacity are resources. You could call them your human resource. You could call them things you buy into your business to give your business this brand and different look from every other company. Okay, there are some companies that have been in existence for a very long time and they feel there's no need to rebrand. Okay, there was a company I entered into, I'm not going to mention names, and I'm like, I expected more. This company has been into existence since 1990 and you feel it's just your goodwill that will stand for you. There are other companies that come from time to time. You need to what? You need to step up your game, else they will take up your market share. They'll take up your customers from you. So imagine me going to that kind of company. I'm like, well, they serve good food or bake nice cakes, and I go to another company that is new and the environment is so chilled, customer service, this, that. I'm not saying the other person's customer service is not good, but you need to rebrand. You need to always show yourself. Why do you think companies like Indomie, companies like Coca-Cola, companies like big companies always advertise? Because if they don't advertise, smaller companies, upcoming companies will swallow them. So we do not pray for such kind of things. And I don't know how many things I've mentioned. Okay, I've mentioned financial planning, I've mentioned capacity, I've mentioned asset protection, I've mentioned insurance, and the last thing which I will be mentioning is benchmarking. Yes, every entrepreneur, every business owner needs to benchmark their performance. You need to benchmark your performance with the best in the industry. Now, you might be into, you might be a sole proprietorship, or you might have a cake shop, and you're wondering, how do you benchmark your performance if, those kind of companies which you consider the best in the industry, do not their financials are not quoted on the stock exchange, or you don't get to see it in the dailies. You could look at the way they do things, their procedures, their equipment. Those will serve as a benchmark that, okay, this is the best in the industry. Then my business should have this form of equipment. Okay, I went to a particular company, this particular security company, and I found out that everywhere was so nice, this, that, and I told myself that is my benchmark for my performance. That's what I would like our business to have. And also the kind of things, the way they do their things and everything, the way everything is so structured, that is my benchmark. Not for financial performance, because I don't know if they quote their, I don't know if they are PLC and everything, but that will serve as my benchmark. So if I want to get to be best in the industry, those are the people I should be looking at as my competitors. Okay, so it's very, very important to identify who our competitors are in while doing business. For people like that are into cake industry, companies like, let's say, Baker's World, Fifi's Oven, Cakes and Cream, Cakes by Toaster, for cake, those into cake industry. For those into accounting, okay, you have an accounting firm, companies like KPMG, companies like PwC, companies like Ernst & Young, Deloitte, Grant Thornton. So that is how it goes. You should have companies that will serve as a benchmark, companies that you would look up to and say, okay, this is the standard in the industry, and this is where I should be, hoping to be. So I hope you had time watching me in this episode of Barbara's vlog. I had a great time, guys. Yes, so our topic was on financial considerations every entrepreneur needs to consider before starting a business or while in business. So I remain your beautiful, delectable presenter, or should I say host of Barbara's vlog. So have a lovely day, guys. I love you.